How's she going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampy's Workshop. Well, it's about mid-October and it's getting cold. And we got to get ready for winter. Remember the other day I did a video about winterizing my generator, or getting it ready, you know, doing service on it so that if something happens in the next little while when the weather is terrible, you don't have to fuss around in the dirty old weather to get your generator going. Well, I was pretty proud of myself for doing that video, getting ahead of the game. Getting all set up for when the bad weather shows up. And then Nanny mentioned to me today, hey, what about your pressure washer? Did you get that ready for winter? Mm-hmm. No, I didn't. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to winterize my pressure washer. Pressure washer pumps, if you're familiar with them at all, the casting in them is not real strong, and they're very fine tolerances. So it doesn't take a lot of moisture in a water pump to freeze to cause the pressure washer pump to go, yeah, bad. So anyways, you can ask me how I know that. And I don't know whether I'll get into that here, but anyways, I'll tell you that Amazon was my best friend when I found out that there's not much water required in a pressure washer pump to freeze and cause damage. Okay. Anyways, going to winterize my pressure washer. Let's go have a look how we're going to do that. There's not a lot to it. Okay, then to start with, here's my pressure washer. It's a Power-It 2700 psi, 2.1 gallons per minute, supposedly 6 horsepower. I bought this at Walmart, and I looked around for pressure washers, and I had electric ones for years, and I found electric ones, they just didn't do it. There was a lot of things wrong with electric. I shouldn't say wrong with it. A lot of things I didn't like about electric. One of the main things I didn't like about the electric one, and this is funny too, because you end up with an electric wire going to the pump, a hose going to the pump, and then the pressure washer nozzle hose. Well, that just turned into a tripping hazard, and it used to get tangled. It was, yeah, terrible. Well, by going with a gas pressure washer, I ended up eliminating the electric wire, so at least one of the connections to the pressure washer was eliminated. That seems funny, just eliminating one, but that did make a big difference. Anyhow, here we go. Here's my pressure washer. If you look underneath it, just one sec, I'm going to tip it up on its back here so we can see underneath it. Alright, so here's my water pump pressure washer. I've got her tipped up on its back. This is the water pump here. It's not a high quality water pump, but it's a good one for general service around the home. Main reason I bought this was for pressure washing my deck prior to staining it or something, or just pressure wash it to freshen it up for the summer. So that's the main reason I got this, but I also use it for washing cars, tractor, you know, windows in the camp, things like that. So it works good. That pump works good. So here's my water inlet, here's my water outlet, and this is pressure relief. I had no need ever to adjust the pressure relief. It's set at 2700 psi. That seems to work well, so I don't mess with the pressure relief. Anyway, water inlet. What I did on the water inlet, there's what comes on the machine, is I put one of these adapters on it. Everybody has seen those. Garden hose quick connect adapters. So now I can just quickly snap the garden hose in there and connect water to it. Also, there's a little screen in here, screen filter, and because my water comes from the lake, get a look at that. See, it's pretty dirty. My water comes from the lake, so the water for the pump is sometimes not the cleanest. So it's good to have the filter in there, because that saves the pump. And the pump is made to tight tolerances. Like I was saying earlier, it doesn't take a lot of water inside the pump to freeze, and there's always water in the pump, doesn't matter what you do, there'll always be water in it. But what we're going to try and do here to eliminate that problem is I have some of this. You can get it probably at any Canadian Tire or hardware store. It's Pump Saver, Pressure Washer Pump Saver it's actually called, made by Briggs & Stratton. And what you do with this can is just about empty, because this is the 3rd year I used it. But it comes with a hose and an adapter on it. And if you read the instructions, it says easy to use. That's why I bought it. But it just says you connect this to your water pump right here. So that's what we're going to do. You connect that on there. Yeah. Something like that. And then we should take this off here. This is the outlet to my pressure washer wand. So we connect that on there, on the inlet. This is our outlet, now that we have the pressure wand lead off it. And it just says, push this button until spray foam, till the foam from the pump saver comes out the outlet. Oh, it's snowing, just like winter. Anyway, that's telling me that the pump is filled with this foam. We got a good coating on that now. So, take a rag and clean that off. This is foaming your engine like this with the pump saver is a lot like foaming, say, an outboard motor engine, which I'm going to be doing that soon as well, because I took our boat out with the water the other day. It just fills the pump with an oily, well, an oil film, and it like expels the water that's in there, and just prevents it from freezing. So that's it. That's about all there is to winterizing. I'm not going to do anything with the motor part. I'm going to wait until the spring, and when I get her out in the spring to get ready, I'll probably change the oil in the air filter and check the plug and all in the motor. But for now, that's it. That's about all there is to winterizing your pressure washer. Alright, so like I said, there's not much to winterizing your pressure washer. Just put that pressure washer pump saver fluid in it. Now we're going to take this off. And I've taken my filter and I cleaned my filter up a little bit, my pre-filter I guess you'd call that. I'm just going to stick that back down in there. And that's about it. I'm also going to put my hose quick connect back in. That way I won't lose it, because that's happened before. There we go. If there's water left in the hose can take a little bit of expansion and not cause any damage. I hope. It has in the past anyways. And I think we're done. So folks, not much to it. That power washer pump saver spray, I'm not sure how much it costs, but it's a lot cheaper than a pump. It's a good idea to do it. Alright, thanks for joining me today. I hope you liked my little video. It's a quick one. So click like if you like it. If you don't like it, click me a thumbs down and tell me why. But I like getting those thumbs up. So thumbs up me and we'll talk to you.